Hey guys,
Hey guys,
this is Michelle,
and this is Mark.
and this is Mark and Michelle.
It is. And what time is it? 10:45.
Yeah.
So
Mark didn't sleep last night because he had to work,
yeah,
and then he's really tired.
yeah.
And I went to the zoo today and walked for 3.5 hours, which was a miracle. I could have kept walking.
Mm-hmm.
Really, it's a miracle. Hi, Helen.
Why is that a miracle?
It's a miracle because not even a year and a half ago, I could hardly get out of my chair.
True. And hey, Krista, and you couldn't have walked hardly at all.
No, I couldn't walk.
Especially that. And we've been trying to walk over the past year and a half, but we haven't done it consistently because she hasn't felt good enough to do that.
So why? Why can I walk now? Well, because I started doing the medical medium diet. And that, I was diagnosed with Lyme when I was 20, 21, 20.
88, 20,
It was,
89.
no, it was 91 when I was
91,
diagnosed.
so that'd be
I got
20.
sick in 88, the summer of 88. But nobody knew what was wrong with me. I had problems with my gut hurting so bad, I was like rolled up in a ball, crying, bawling, just it hurt so much. And so I even had they even looked at my colon and, oh,
Hey, Sarah.
it's all pink and pretty. Do you want to see it? I'm like, oh, they said there's nothing wrong with you. And that's all I've heard. I heard that through my 30s. I heard they could see I was like, I was like this, but no, nothing's wrong with you. And then the Lyme just didn't go away, even with the antibiotics. I was on 3 years of antibiotics.
Mm-hmm.
And then we did the Atkins diet for a long time.
2-3 years, something like that.
No, we started in 95.
Did we?
Yeah, and we did it all the way till. We did try a vegetarian diet for a little bit when we lived at Kinko.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We did juicing.
Mm-hmm. All right.
We did a yeast diet.
Yeah, I remember that.
That didn't work.
No.
We did the GAPS diet.
Yeah, that
It
worked
did stuff for Mark,
some, and
but
a
it did
little tiny
not-
bit for her.
Yeah, but it made me so sick.
Yeah, it did.
It made me so sick. And so when I found this book, Medical Medium, Secrets Behind Chronic and Mystery Illness and How to Finally Heal, and he had Lyme disease in here, and I felt like I had chronic fatigue. I never went to the doctor. Guys, I quit going to the doctor because they just kept saying, we don't know what's wrong with you. And I quit. I started doing my own research. And it finally, well, actually, my friend Helen introduced me to this guy. You say something.
Okay. And so what she's trying to get to is the autoimmune section of the book. I don't know what that is. Anyway, there you go. We're going to talk about autoimmune diseases tonight because A.W. Anthony William says that Lyme disease is EBV, so the Epstein-Barr virus. Well, when we first started doing this diet, I thought, hey, Marlo.
Hey, Marlo.
And I thought, he talks about EBV a lot. And he's kind of a science or non-science. And I thought, I'm going to look this up just to see. Sure enough, I found EBV implicated with things like cancer, Lyme disease, actually.
Did you find an article on Lyme disease?
It linked when mononucleosis and a bunch of other stuff. And 7 or 8 diseases. And this is about a year ago.
Right.
And
I remember that.
And so, which was eye-opening because even that little bit, even that one paper talking about EBV being linked to all these diseases, cancer, Lyme, mononucleosis, all this other stuff, I thought, wow, okay, so maybe he's got something there, even though he doesn't read the science. But it's really interesting in that Autoimmune diseases. He says that autoimmune diseases, that label is BS.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to read you something real short. I think it's important. This is from Healthline. What is an autoimmune disease? All right. An autoimmune disease is a condition in which your immune system mistakenly attacks your body. The immune system normally guards against germs like bacteria and viruses. When it senses these foreign invaders, it sends out an army of fighter cells to attack them. Okay, now, under this question, why does the immune system attack the body? Doctors don't know exactly what causes the immune system misfire. Okay, if doctors don't know, or scientists don't know what exactly causes the immune system's misfire, then how do they know that the body is attacking itself? If they don't know the cause, then they can't possibly know the process behind the unknown cause. This makes no sense. None at all. And is it AW that says the most disempowering thing you can hear?
Is that your body is attacking itself.
Right.
He said it is not true. Your body is attacking viruses.
Yeah, EBV.
And there are so many viruses.
Mm-hmm.
I think he said there were 60 kinds of EBV. There were multiple kinds of shingles.
You know, it just now occurred to me that what he may be talking about is different variations of the same virus.
Yes, he is.
In the sense of, for instance, viruses don't have much in the way of DNA. They might be about 1,500 base pairs long. Now, that's nothing, but it's enough for a virus. And so any mutation in those 1,500 base pairs would just be another variation of the same virus. So when he talks about numerous different types of the same virus, I think that's what he must have in mind. So that makes sense now. Okay. And so to hear that, 90 types of strep. Yeah, and strep is a bacteria. I wouldn't be surprised. I was reading the other day of strep A, B, and C. I'm like, okay, how far down the alphabet does this go?
He says it goes all the way past X. I think that's what he said.
Yeah,
I don't remember which one it was.
I don't know if he's using letters, but still, yeah, because but then strep being a bacteria, the Streptococcus is the genus name. The actual species name is the second name, and there can be hundreds, even thousands of those. So good point, Sarah. And so just the fact that your body is attacking itself makes no sense, because how does it think that you are the invader in your own body? I mean, if the doctors and scientists don't know, then their explanation is crap too. So
when I read this book, I was like, first of all, this makes so much sense to me.
But how does it make sense?
It rang true inside my heart.
That's what
Is that okay?
That's the answer I'm looking for, because nothing else rings true.
And you know what proved it? Starting the diet.
Yeah.
And feeling better in one day.
Yep.
How many diets had I done my whole life?
Yeah, more than I have.
Yeah.
I've done most of them with her, but she was doing diets even when I wasn't.
That celery juice and heavy metal detox smoothie are magic.
Yeah. Not literally, but close enough.
They feel like magic.
I know.
And you can heal from all the autoimmune diseases because they are all viral.
Well, so fibromyalgia would be one.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I had that.
Chronic fatigue syndrome would be another.
I think I had that.
And
then all of the thyroid issues are viral.
Lupus is a autoimmune disease.
It is viral. It's the body, it's inflammation caused by the body trying to attack the virus.
Is there a section you wanted to
I hadn't actually thought about it. A multiple sclerosis is virus. You guys, you can heal from anything, with diabetes, you can heal.
He says type 1 diabetes. That's interesting to me. I'd have to look into
Now
that.
that he said you have to know a lot of things, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, well, that was the
That's
one
a
you said you
special-
definitely have to know what you're doing
Yeah.
on that one to be able to heal from it.
Yeah,
Using
you would
this.
need him.
But well, you said there was a section in here on autoimmune diseases, so I thought
Well,
you just wanted to
I
read
think
something out
they're
of it.
each separate. No, I wasn't going to read anything.
Okay, but anyway, so but as far as viruses go, that's why he recommends celery juice and the viral supplements. And
all the fruit.
well, yeah, and you know what's interesting is I looked up some of the science behind the celery juice. We were at the VA hospital for a surgery for my dad recently, past 3 weeks, something like that. And I decided, you know what is it in celery juice that helps fight viruses? And I mentioned them in one other live we did, probably the celery juice live. But they're called polyines, Polyines. And they're chemical compounds that are actually used to fight bacteria and viruses. And they don't isolate them from celery mostly, but celery does contain them. And since celery does contain these polyines, then it does have bacterial and viral fighting capabilities. So having straight celery juice, fresh celery juice, now I'm starting to understand, you know, I always hear people at the store saying, is that fresh? Their idea of fresh is, was it made in the past 3 hours? Or was it butchered in the past 3 months? Or, you know, and fresh really means in the past few minutes.
Right.
It really does, especially with this kind of stuff like celery juice and all the juices. After 20, I remember when we were doing the GAPS diet, I think we talked about this, because you can juice on the GAPS diet, although it didn't help me any. But I think even she says, Dr. Campbell McBride, you have to drink your juice within 20 minutes because after that, so much oxygen has gotten to it that it's starting to break down the needed antioxidants in it, which means you have to drink it right as you juice it.
Right.
So buying juice in a bottle,
it's just not going to cut it.
You're just getting the sugar out of it.
He says the same thing about orange juice, apple juice, all of it. You're just having sugar pretty much.
And apple juice, fresh apple juice, has plenty of quercetin in it to help fight inflammation. And so do onions, so does garlic, leeks, chives, that kind of thing. But unless you eat those fresh, you know, you're not getting the quercetin, because after 10, 20 minutes or cooking it, when you cook it, you destroy all those chemicals.
And I wanted to tie this into autism because so many kids have PANS or PANDAS, and the establishment thinks it's strep, but it's actually virus, according to medical medium. And
I found a paper recently that shows that it's definitely viral.
And that virus doesn't come from nowhere. The father and mother, one or the other, or both, must have viruses for that kid to be born with PANDAS.
Well, the propensity for, I think.
Well, it can be passed.
Well, no, I mean the propensity for PANDAS, only because if you give it the food that it needs, the heavy metals and all that stuff, you know, you're going to have those behaviors.
Right. So my point is, a lot of you parents are sick too.
Right.
And to what extent, I have no idea. But I wanted you to know that you can heal as well.
Right.
And that's why we're doing this live on autoimmune diseases.
And I've seen recently being the past 6, 7, 8 months, where autism is now being talked about as an autoimmune disorder. Okay, I get it, you know.
Yeah, that would be the not knowing that PANDAS is
viral. Right. But then I had to take care of viral and bacterial infections in just one area to heal mine. And never mind heavy metals, a damaged gut, and backed up liver, you know. So you have to take care of bacterial and viral things in autism.
And in the book that I'm working on, that we've gotten pretty far on, I list supplements, and some of them overlap. So you'll see that you can get strep and viral things that both work.
That work for
that
both.
work for both.
Right. And so in the PANDAS episode that we did, the supplements, the basic supplements I was using were and so let's see, what was I using? What were we using? Oh, VSC, which is not recommended by him, but it's a viral fighting herbal medicine, and it's really
a Chinese
good.
medicine.
It is, and it's really good. And then lysine capsules, colloidal silver, liquid zinc sulfate. Now I know why that zinc tastes so bad.
Yeah.
It's sulfate.
Oh.
And then what was the other one? Raw garlic. Can't remember the other one, but we were doing VSC, zinc
Cat's
sulfate, and cat's claw. Yeah, cat's claw. So those 6 things, and it's those things work really well for both.
And I think that I see that you say the PANDAS is sudden onset. I think that happens because metals suddenly enter the body, and there's suddenly food for the virus. I think the virus is probably already there, but whatever triggered it was a heavy metal download.
Well, he says that, but in PANDAS literature, you see that if there's a recent exposure to heavy metals,
Okay.
that.
But I think the virus
too.
is probably already there. It's just that it explodes because it suddenly has a meal.
It's got a Thanksgiving dinner to sit down to, so to speak. So, that is. I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
So you go on with whatever you're going on.
All right. Well, I didn't really have anything else.
Okay, well that's fine because we're getting close. We don't have to talk all night, and you guys don't want to be here all night. But anyway,
Let's see. There's some more people talking though. Yes, it's good to see. I have a friend whose son regressed into PANDAS and autism with vaccines. Right. So vaccines would have some heavy metals in them. The virus would already have been there.
Mm-hmm.
VSC, Sarah. We'll write that in.
Yeah, in fact, I don't even know what VSC actually stands for.
I don't know, but
we'll
it's
post it.
Nature's Sunshine.
Yeah, Nature's Sunshine is the brand.
It is not recommended by medical medium.
It's not, and we don't often
It's
deviate.
just we don't often deviate.
But that's one that
I really like it.
Yeah. So, but we'll post that for you, Sarah. And anyway, heavy metal detox smoothie. Keep on with the celery juice. The lemon water as well. And remember, go to www.healyourautism.com and download the book Buried Alive, One Man's Journey Out of Autism. Definitely pre-order the book called Heal Your Autism's Do-It-Yourself Guide. Healing Begins in Your Kitchen. And it's a book entirely devoted to you getting started on the detox journey on your own.
A step-by-step guide. And we thought we would be done by today. But life gets in the way.
Yeah, you have to live first.
And so we hope it'll be downloaded. Well, it'll be available for download this weekend.
Yes.
I spent 12 hours on it yesterday. I only spent 2 hours today because life happened.
Right.
But tomorrow I have all day, and hopefully we'll get there by the weekend.
Right. But anyway, all right, guys, we will see you tomorrow night at 10:45.
Don't make it any later than this.
Make it 11. All right, guys.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.